Hi, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm your auntie of pop culture, Patty Jackson. It's not cute, not knowing. And we start with a hug. So let's get a little Valentine hug in. How you guys doing? Was it a great weekend? Did you watch the game? Did you see the halftime show? Which we will be talking about. Lizzo, I don't know when she's going to put out new music, but she wants to pose for Playboy. Now, you could be saying, Patty, you saying that because she fat. No, not at all. I wanted to put some new music out. I heard a little snippet of something that she's working on. I think it's supposed to be the first single. Bring us the record. I'm tired of thongs. I don't want to see you naked in Playboy. I want you to put some clothes on and give us some music. Because what I heard was good, but she's talking about wanting to do Playboy. Tomorrow morning on Good Morning America, we're going to find out Tuesday morning who's hosting the Academy Awards. Now, I heard they're going to have three different hosts, one for each hour. The Academy Awards are March 27th. Let's talk about the halftime show. I enjoyed it. And I consider myself a younger end of the baby boomers. Well, I read an article. It was in Huffington Post that it was a night for the millennials. What? It was a night for Gen X and the younger end of the baby boomer and maybe some of the older millennials, but it wasn't a night. It wasn't a night for millennials. Y'all just keep on overlooking the Gen X people. You know, those born like after 1964. Y'all, they're the forgotten generation. My podcast is called Patty and the Millennials, but I knew I had to bring some Gen X voices in there to go along with mine, the baby boomer. It was incredible. Mary J. Blige left it all there. When she fell back, no more drama, I fell back too. Eminem, who took a knee, used that white privilege to his vantage point, because you see, they weren't jumping out the window when he took a knee. Dr. Dre, Snoop, Kendrick Lamar. I love him. I love Kendrick Lamar. I love Kendrick Lamar. I thought he was amazing. Now, he was there that representing that millennial, but I understand, because I think I read a quote that he said, I'm one of the best rappers out there. He is. He really is. His flow is just good. I don't like mumble rap. So when I see someone like a Kendrick Lamar, I get all excited because I'm like, that brother is good. It was entertaining. The dancers, when they all came out, I enjoyed it. I don't know how they're going to top it. 117 million people tuned into that game with the Rams and the Bengals, and the Rams coming out to win. They were tearing LA up last night after they won that Super Bowl. I don't know why people do that when they get excited over their teams. It was good. I don't know how they're going to top it, because it's really hard. You're not going to please everybody. If you ain't into hip hop, you could not stand what you saw last night. I refuse to listen to people want to criticize Mary J. Blige, because I love her so much. I think it was good for Mary, because she's been through so much. The new album, y'all, Good Morning Gorgeous, is out. And there's a song that she does called Rent Money. Who does she do the song with? It's on tip of my tongue. Basically, in this song, she's talking about she had to go and make money, so she had to go on tour. She had to give her ex-husband so much money, she didn't have enough money for herself. She had no rent money. She couldn't live, but she had to keep going out here working because she had to give him money, and their taxes were messed up, and it was a mess that I hope one day she can put her head above water and breathe. But the whole meaning behind Good Morning Gorgeous, she was at a low point in her life. When you have somebody who tells you, nobody loves you, you're old, you're not hot no more, don't nobody want to see you. He tore her down. When someone can't respect you and they want to mentally beat you down, that's when you got to get out. You got to run. You got to get out. Because that's not love. If someone is tearing you down, whether you're a man or a woman, it's not love. And you got to know when to get up from the table. And you can't be like, well, I'm afraid I don't want to be alone. Nah, sometimes you need to be by yourself. Because it's better than being with someone who doesn't love you and is using you and sucking the blood out of you, which was what her ex-husband did. So to see that moment with Mary J. Blige just triumphing on that stage, when she fell back, I fell back too. I just really, really enjoyed it. It was a moment. Child, Dr. Dre's ex-wife, man, Ice Cube somewhere melting. I know he melted all up, because if he hadn't gone on his little whatever, Ice Cube should have been on that stage last night. You think about it. He got some good bops. No, he decided to burn some terrible, terrible bridges. But it was an interesting halftime show. Mickey Guyton, the country singer, now I've been talking about her for a while. She did her thing with the national anthem. You had Janae Aiko doing America the Beautiful, quoting our Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. Nice gowns. And Mary. Girls, when y'all coming out with a new album? They did Lift Every Voice and Sing. It was an amazing night. Snoop Dogg is getting a brand new show with Kelly Clarkson. Like, they may not have gotten any money for performing, but it's the benefits that you get from the exposure. Snoop Dogg, Kelly Clarkson hosting a new reality show, American Song Contest. It runs 8 weeks, kicks off March 21st. Whoopi Goldberg came back today. Whoopi's back! And she looked refreshed and happy. She was so charming. She was charming. I guess she said, I'm going to kill y'all with charm. She says, I'm glad to be back, but we will continue having tough discussions. We remember director Ivan Reitman, 75 years old. He did the Ghostbusters movies, the movies Meatballs. He did Space Jam, both Space Jams. He did Animal House, taking you back to the 80s with that one with the late actor John Belushi, but the famed director passed away over the weekend. Terrence Howard, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Clifton Powell, they are filming a horror movie right now in Las Vegas. It's about a couple. They make a deal with the devil to save their daughter. They wound up becoming possessed. We'll let you know when that comes out. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Who's watched it? It's different. It's way different from the comedy. Ooh, the character Carlton. You know, we love Carlton. You know, he was corny and dancing to Tom Jones. This ain't nothing like the Fresh Prince that we know. It's almost like the writers of Power got hold of the scripts and just changed it up and powerized it, because it's different with the cussing, the storyline, just everything. It was a little different for me. But I want to know, what did you guys think? Don't, if you haven't watched it, stream it on Peacock. Don't go in there looking to be ha. It's no ha, nothing. The reboot, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Julia Fox, the lady who was dating Kanye West, has stepped out of the picture. I don't know if he dumped her, she dumped him. She had to know that she was being used. And I want to clarify, I know I called her ugly. She's got a hard face. But when he was dressing her, she didn't look good. That's how I'm going to put it. She did not look good. When he was dressing her and making her wear that dark makeup, it was a mess. But she's gone. And I hope she got her little 15 minutes of fame out of it. Tristan Thompson is learning that go get a rubber, because he's got 3 baby mamas and he has to pay $120,000 a month in child support. When his NBA career ends, he ain't going to have that money. Rosario Dawson and Cory Booker, they broke up after 3 years. Did y'all believe that relationship? I don't know. It was just something about it. He was running for president. I ain't believe it. Some couples you're like, oh, okay. Other couples you're like, they broke up after 3 years. This is the year of Keke Palmer. This is another young woman that I adore. Met her years ago. She was wonderful. We've loved her since Akilah and the Bee. She was on Good Morning America 3. She had her own talk show. She's always had potential, but this is her year. She's a new movie coming out March 17th, called Alice. When I heard the premise, I was like, I don't like slave movies. I hate slave movies. But this one, I'm going to tell you what makes it different. She plays a woman. She's running away from the slave master who brutalizes them on this plantation. She's running through this field, and she runs right into the year 1973. Common is a trucker. He finds her. He helps her find her way. She sees Pam Grier, fabulous afro. Diana Ross, fabulous afro. She cuts her hair, and she discovers who she is. And she decides, because she knows how to use a gun, she's going to go back there and get revenge. It's kind of like a female Django, but I was captivated by this trailer. She's also one of the stars in Jordan Peele's new movie, simply entitled Nope. It's coming out mid-July with Oscar winner Daniel Kaluuya. That looks good. You know, Jordan Peele always has the scary movies. Supermodel Naomi Campbell is gracing the cover of British Vogue. She's 51 years old, and she's talking about her baby. The baby is black. She made an interesting statement that I didn't understand. She said the baby's not adopted, but it's hers. Naomi, we never saw you with a baby bump. I don't know. She looks great. She's on the cover of British Vogue. She looks great. And guess what? She said this is the happiest she's ever been. And being a mother to this young daughter, best thing she could have ever done. Did I tell you guys how Dr. Dre poured $7 million? We're going to get back to Super Bowl halftime show. Poured $7 million into that Super Bowl performance, I guess, to pay the dancers and have everything wonderful. I read this interview with the Huffington Post, and they said it was a night for the millennials. And I know I was sitting there like, what? It was a night for older millennials, Gen X, and the youngest of us on the end of the baby boomers. Because I was the last year where it like cut off. So I was, if I waited just a couple more months, I would have been a Gen X, but I'm a baby boomer. It was a night of nostalgia. A lot of people, it just took them back. Just took them back. It was a wonderful night for the culture and music. And I don't know how they're going to top it. I don't know how they're going to top it and what they're going to do. Wendy Williams, she's blaming an ex-friend for her financial problem. Someone that she worked with fired and they're disgruntled. But the bank still will not give her money. They told her, we'll pay your bills for you. Now, what kind of nonsense is that? She has talked about, oh, I got the scoop. Oh my gosh. Guess who's hosting the Oscars? Lord have mercy. I'm so glad I clicked. Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, and Regina Hall. Wow. Wow. We don't have to wait till tomorrow morning. Wow. They're hosting the Oscars. One of these film critics, he let it slip it would be a female. Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, Regina Hall. See, I keep this screen on. I got a lot going on in here. So I could see if something comes, and it did. Wow. What? Academy Awards are March 27th on ABC. Will Packard, Think Like a Man, he's going to be producing. But Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, Regina Hall. Wow. Let's get back to Wendy. She's acting like she's coming back in the fall, y'all. That she's fine. She's getting holistic treatments. She's working on getting better, but she may be ready to claim her purple chair. And that's it, because I was going to end with who's hosting the Oscars, but now we know. Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, Regina Hall. Leave a comment. Let me know. I'm like, my mind's blown. I need to let this sink in. Leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. Ani reads the comments. Thanks so much for checking out our weekend entertainment report. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. It's not cute not knowing. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.